So welcome back to Do Keep Up. This is my first week in Spain, here in my new home to be in Ontinyent. It's been a week of quite ups and downs emotions, not going to lie. Super excited, crossed with intrepidation and fear. I think the weirdest moment was when I first got off the plane at Alicante, which is the first time I'd done that, coming to Ontinyent without my partner, and it felt very odd and a little bit intimidating. But actually, I mean, not the travel element of it, I've done that 1,000 times, but just the fact that we were coming here, I was coming here. But once I got in my little Fiat, tiny little car, and went on the road and into the house, all those fears kind of went away. So, I mean, don't worry, they did come back again. But at that moment, my first hurdle was the travelling alone, coming here alone. But I'm getting the hang of that after a few days. So it's been quite an eventful week in Ontinyent. They've had a medieval market going on, quite a lot of partying, so the town's been quite nice and lively, which is a relief to see, because the times I came here before, it was quite sleepy, and I think it will be quite sleepy again, but that's fine, as long as I know there are parties to be had at some point in the year. End of Feb is the big one. Here are some clips of my adventures, I wouldn't call them adventures, hurdles I've had this week. I woke up this morning, and this is only morning number 2 of being in the house, feeling a little anxious and nervous and what the hell am I doing here this morning, only because the house is quite big. Oh no, I hear you say first world problems. I know it's a lovely big house, but it's actually, I've come from a 1-bedroom rental in London, and this huge 3-storey house in the country, I don't really know how things work, is quite a leap. So I've woken up with kind of utility anxiety. I'm concerned about my utility situation. I currently don't have any hot water. I have the boiler man, it's Saturday, I have the boiler man hopefully coming to visit on Monday. So currently without any hot water. I was in the shower this morning, and without being too graphic, it was literally just fanny and armpits was all I could cope with without cold water. I'm not very good at cold showers, so I really hope he comes on Monday. Sorry for the overshare, but it's important. The other thing is I can't get the gas to work, so the cooker doesn't work. I kind of feel like I'm camping. I feel a bit like Bear Grylls, kind of if he was in like Chelsea. So I've had to kind of adapt and overcome, because I do need an egg-based breakfast every morning. This is something you will learn about me. And I've had eggs, but I'm unable to cook them. But I do have a microwave. So I did microwaved eggs this morning, and I know probably people do this all the time, but I've never done that before. I don't know if I'll do it again, if, once the gas is back on, but the house itself, it is daunting, because I think, oh God, things are going to go wrong, and it's like a big child that hasn't been loved for a while, and it needs to learn how to be loved again. So I don't know how to do that. How do I love a big child that's been neglected for a while? I don't know. I hope it's going to be okay. I just kind of, it's a big project. So I'm just sharing my anxiety a little bit this morning. But I have had some eggs, so it's all going to be okay. So I got myself into a bit of a kerfuffle today. And it was one of those classic moments where I was thinking, oh, for God's sake, why isn't there somebody here to help me with this? But I got over it. And it was all about lighting this fire. I was a bit nervous of it. I mean, it's end of Feb in Spain, and we're quite high up, so it's actually really quite cold in this house, and these houses are meant to keep the heat out, and it does a really good job of that because it's really chilly. So I kind of had a fear of getting this pellet burner lit because I had no idea what I was doing. Fortunately found the manual for it, but there was a point where I was doing it wrong and it started, loads of smoke started coming out and I started freaking out, going, oh my God, I'm going to burn the house down. Why isn't there somebody here to support me? Then it turns out you just press the on button. You literally just press the on button and it does all this for you. Oh my God. So I don't need anybody else to help me light a fire. But there was a moment where I thought I was going to burn the house down. So if in doubt, just turn the on button on and see what happens, because sometimes it just magically works. And yes, by the way, I am sitting on the floor because I still haven't got any furniture. So a minor win today. I'm going to take every little moment and every little win as a yes, I can light a fire without a man. Actually, I've always quite liked lighting fires, but this was a bit intimidating. Anyway, it's all going to be okay. Look, I've got wet hair. What does that mean? It means I've had a shower. I can't believe it. It's Monday today. That was 4.5 days of no hot water. The thing is, did I need an engineer to come around and fix it? Not really. I'll show you in a minute what all I needed to do. It was another situation like the pellet burner. Just needed to turn the gas on. But that's okay. Basically today, I've achieved the holy trinity of utilities. I'm very pleased with myself. Gas, hot water, Wi-Fi. That's all I need in life. I'm going to show you what I needed to do because it's so stupid. Welcome to my boiler. And this is the gas bottle that makes it work. So what I hadn't done is that needed to be there when in fact it was just there. I just literally needed to flip it over. All my street food friends will be screaming at me now. And although I am an entirely emancipated woman of the 21st century, I am hugely appreciative of the 3 wise men that came and fixed my utilities for me. All 3 of you. Lovely. Wouldn't change it for the world. But I could do it myself. I just, give me a job really. So as you can see, it's been a bit of a week. Got a few things sorted though, so feeling much calmer about my life in Spain. I've explored the town, I've explored the local area in general, and I'm feeling quite confident that I'm going to be okay here. So I'm feeling good about it. I'm heading back to London for a few weeks. I was here really this week to sort out a couple of bits and pieces to do with my visa. Had to go to the town hall, get my padron, which kind of links me up with all the local services. And tomorrow I have an appointment with the police station, thumbprint. Make sure I'm not a dodgy old British criminal. See you next week. I'll be back in London, back in Clapham.